I've been teaching myself to paint the Flamecraft minis, the adorable dragon miniatures you can add to your cozy board game, and I've finally finished painting them. I'm Rosie, I work for Cardboard Alchemy, and I've been doing this to hopefully inspire you to give it a go because it's really fun. Here they are in all their glory and 5 tips for what I learned along the way. Tip number 1, paint them in the order of easiest to hardest. Now what you think is easy or hard will depend on how you plan on painting them. If it helps, I found the easiest to actually be Coal, the Iron Dragon, as it's grey tones and a bit of colour with not too much detail needed. The most tricky I thought would be Starburst because of the gold flecks, but actually it's this fine crystal dragon because of all those little defined swirls and grey tones. Tip number 2, take your time. Don't put any pressure on yourself to be quick or efficient. Just enjoy it. I would spray a couple with the primer and then do the dry brushing a day or so later. Then I'd wait a bit before I do the washes to make up the body colour and then fine details on another day. It meant I could take breaks and go back to them when I wanted. Tip number 3, lighting is important. I painted these in front of my window which lets in lovely daylight. So I found that best for making sure the colours are what I wanted. You can get lamps that emulate daylight as well. Keep in mind if a lamp is a bit yellow or blue, this could affect how your models look. Tip number 4, don't be afraid to make mistakes. These dragons have lots of beautiful detail and a couple of times I found myself going a bit heavy on the eyeliner and having to do a quick scratch off and redo. It's okay. And tip number 5, you don't have to be perfect. There are areas of these I could pick apart and critique, and I'm sure you could too. No matter what they look like, in the end, be proud you created a set of perfectly unique dragons you can display or even add to your game and play with. If you decide you want to give the Flamecraft dragons a go, then they are in our Cardboard Alchemy stores. Have fun.